Welcome. Again, another expansion for Dixit. This time is Dixit Harmonies, where you see Pinocchio here building also a doll. Um, so, another expansion with 84 new cards, which we are going to open in this video, and I'm going to see and show you all the cards and tell you what I see in them. So, let's take a look. Start. So again, this is not going to be a how to play video. If you are interested in that content, I have a playlist dedicated to Dixit where you'll find also the core games, and in those games I'll explain how the game works. So we'll just focus on the cards now. And starting with this one, where we have this girl playing around with the kite, but the kite seems to be a real person or looking like a real person. There's a lady there and a howl mask or something. That's it. Then you have this figure which has a body which looks like made of water with fishes, but could be only the dress or the cloth that is using. But it is somehow related with underwater because he is holding a submarine, a golden submarine. A yellow submarine could be Nautilus from Jules Verne underwater book. Okay, so this guy here is doing what the gold miners did to find gold pieces, which is putting the water and the rocks there, and they shake. So I don't know the name in English, the verb in English for that. And then only a few letters are coming out straight into this book. So he is like choosing the right letters or the right words to go to the book. He also looks like a ship. So now we have a jellyfish here fighting against another jellyfish, the blue one, but this one seems to be shaped. Oh yeah, wait. There's a hand there and there's a brain. I haven't noticed before. This jellyfish looks like a brain. So it's brain against brawn. It's muscles against thought. Who would win? Who is more important? Is it the brain or the muscles? Or the ability to use your hands instead of using your brain? Well, to use your hands, you need to use your brain. But this would be more focused on intellectual things, and this one more focused on practical, interactive things. Would that be? A maze. Big maze. Built in the middle of a forest. There's something there behind, which I don't know what it is. Maybe just some cliffs. Raising cliffs. But inside of this maze, some of the paths will lead into this bug here, which is so big. Is he like stuck in the maze? Or is he like passing around and he just step in the maze? The maze is like very small and even a normal bug would fit there. Who knows? It's the beetle, right? The beetle is stuck on the maze. There's an egg that seems to be the king of eggs, or the future king will hatch out of this egg, because there's a crown there in a cave, so it seems like a dragon egg or something. So that's a drone show. This is now very, very contemporary because we see this a lot with the drone shows. But let's imagine this was before the drone show, so we have a small village there. This being made out of light dots is approaching this village. So this guy is coming out of the wall, made of camouflage as a wall pattern. It seems like be a candle, but it's shaped like a girl, and the melted wax is making her hair as well. So this goblin kind of creature he wants to eat something, but then there's no food on his plate. But I guess the thing is, in order for him to eat, he needs to use these tools, which are normally connected with work. So it's a hammer, it's a shovel kind of tool here. So he needs to use those to work, to have money, to pay for food. That's it. Very sad, very sad, very sad story. Well, a castle in the middle of a forest with birds around, but if you notice closely, the castle is made out of bird cages. So all these birds, they live inside, and now it's that part of the day where they all come outside, fly a little bit in order to return later on. So this man is climbing to get to this plane, but the plane is a firefly. Yes, a firefly. So he's dressed like a pilot. So in this world, pilots fly big dragonflies, fireflies, dragonflies. Okay, so this knight figure, warrior, is going to venture into this castle. Would it be an adventurer, an intruder, someone that is going to kill someone, an attacker? Is he alone? Does he have friends around? We don't know, but strangely enough, there is something here on the side and a ribbon above. So that gives some extra clues on what may be happening here, because this looks like a wooden frame. Yeah. What do you think is happening here? Okay, so this bed is anchored to the ground. There's a storm coming. Some flowers coming from the bed. This is one of the strangest I've seen. I have no clue what's happening here. A prisoner behind bars, but the thing is, there's no prison. So he could leave if he wants, but it seems like he doesn't want to. He's stuck forever because he wants. He has some psychological problem that made him to be stuck where there's no need to. Okay, so this fish is going to jump into the water, into the pool, and lots of fish is already there. So it's a pool day for the fish community. Okay, two cars driving the road back from the sunset, I believe, because they seem to be coming this direction. And normally dogs like to go at windows to get the smells, and this kid is also at the window, but the dog is like coming or going into a party, coming from or going into, and I don't know. I don't get the relationship between these two. Okay, so strange picture. Everyone is pixelized, at least their faces, but this girl is not. So she's some kind of different being, for the best or for the worst, on this pixelized community. Strange. Okay, lots of vases dropping different liquids, at least with different colors, to this mixed sea, and these birds are sailing about on that strange ocean. Oh, the foxes are going around this etcher painting, which makes no sense from a physical point of view, but still the foxes were able to navigate around. So the man from the traffic sign here, is leaving the sign and grabbing to this leaf. In the forest, the girl in white dress, she is walking around with a snake in a cage. The cage is open, the snake is coming out, or maybe coming in, because I guess there are more snakes around. Is she catching a snake? Is she releasing a snake back to the wilderness? It's up to you. Okay, so this African looking warrior figure from Wakanda Forever is looking at the building, but the building is upside down. And is it like going into water? Is this water? So she is staring at a civilized world, assuming this is not as civilized as this one, at least more complex society, because they have skyscrapers. But I think what she's looking is that she's not understanding what she's seeing, because she never saw any skyscraper before, unless she's from Wakanda, kind of culture, right? So the octopus is chained to the rock, and the sea is like rising. And his face is like, oh, this is not looking good for me. But what's the problem? Because the octopus can survive underwater? Can they? Oh wait, there's an octopus. No, the octopus filters the water, the oxygen from the water. It doesn't come out. It can stay underwater. Yes, so there's no problem for the octopus. Or maybe the problem is that the water is going down. The tide is lowering, so he's going to be stuck outside. And then, can an octopus breathe outside as well? Let's think here. So, the octopus are like squids, calamari. So, yeah, they are underwater. Sometimes sometimes the octopus goes to the rocks, but mainly underwater, right? Yeah, so yeah, maybe the tide is going down and the octopus is going to die. Okay, that's the tree. Oh, this reminds me of the tree from Van Gogh, the Starry Night. That is also some twisted branch thing, but this time coming from below the ice. And this Eskimo is very cold. For some reason, he's above there and not in the ice. The clown is like a big clown that or a tent and is attracting people into what's happening inside. Or maybe they're just coming from the inside. In either way, it's very scary. Seems like It the movie where the clown is the monster. Oh, this lady is mopping the ocean, the beach there. And she seems to be happy. I'm very happy doing this. This will go nowhere, but I'm super happy. But then there's a strange. What's happening behind that? Because the beach is like oriented this way, but the sea is oriented that, or would that be the sky? Maybe no, that's the sky. Even so, the sky is oriented this way, and the beach is oriented. I've never seen this happening, right? Normally the clouds are like parallel. They don't go. Now they may go this way. Yes, it depends on where the wind is taking them. So it looks strange, but I don't think that's an issue here. The issue is that indeed she is. Maybe she's just cleaning the mop. She cleaned her home, and now she went to the beach because she lives like 30 seconds from the beach, and she's cleaning the mop in the ocean, which makes perfect sense. Okay, the shadow of witches projecting, being cast on the wall. That's it. This guy looks like he's digging for gold, but then it doesn't notice that his horse is already made of gold and shining under the light. Hmm. So that's a measuring tape, right? Seems like it. It has numbers, scale, etc. And all planets here seem to be made of the same thing. Oh, Dr. Frankencat is trying to revive the monstrous rat here. That's that. Kids painting the world. There's a globe here, a sphere representing the globe, and they're just painting it randomly with pencils and paintbrushes. Not sure if this means anything. The kids also seem to be diverse in terms of ethnicity. The Chinese, more African, more blondish Caucasian. So it's the blend of cultures, all living under the same world. An old telephone. Inside the box, we have people looking at screens or working on computers. Very strange. I don't get it. I don't get it. So the old phones were hiding the future of communications. Instead of communicating, you are all day looking at the screen. Like right now, when you're watching this video, thank you for that. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, etc. Um, so there's a cube here with dots, and some beings are coming out of the dots, peeking through hole. Look like guacamole. Whack the hole. The mole. Whack the mole. Sorry. Um, cool. So there's a kind of gothic window, and beyond that we can see a city. But either the city is upside down or the window is upside down. But I guess we have the bird here to give us a perspective. So the bird is like this, where gravity is pulling him down. So the city itself is upside down. So from the old Gothic window, you can see a futuristic kind of city, upside down, super strange. Oh, ballerinas, lots of them. Could be flowers on a lake or something. Ah, so beautiful. The fire gentleman is holding the ice lady. And already there's some melting happening there because you can see the water vapor. So this will not end well. Either the flame will extinguish or the girl will melt, or both. And they will have a child, which will be the steam boy. Hmm. Ballerina dancing, jumping over TV screens. These ones are lit up, projecting some images. There's a battery, seems to be lost. What am I doing here? In the middle of a field, some clouds. What is she doing? I don't know. I don't know. How did that? She's like, oh, what am I doing here? How did she end up there? Um, so on stage, there's people who look like they're posing for a picture. For some reason, they're all looking at this side here. Look at this angle. Like, hey, let's take a picture. Smile. And this is the outcome. All many different animals looking. So, oh, but wait. No, that one is looking. Everyone is looking this way. Everyone, yes. Everyone. Oops, sorry. So chess, playing chess here, strange pieces. This one is looking like, hey, no, don't move me. I don't want to die. No, I don't want to be eaten by someone else. And then this one is going through a rope, very high, and we can see below there's a city right at the edge of this river, where the forest continues. Seems like an Amazonial place where there's also waterfalls. Iguazu waterfalls or something. So, and why is this guy going through here, holding a pot, an amphor? Yeah, we don't know. What we know is we still have 42 more cards to go through. Starting with this one. That's a trash place where everything is sent there to be burned or something, and we see that there are lots of electronic equipments, old, not being used anymore, and they will stay there forever, unfortunately. There's a Jenga tower that this kid built. It's very high. I think he has the help of this seagull because the seagull is carrying another piece, or the seagull is making a nest on top of this tower. Okay, this is like a map. There's a kraken there, like a pirate map, and these two islands are very similar. And probably a boy and a woman. Interesting enough, there is an entrance here between the legs. And there's something similar here. And this would be the mouth or something. And I don't that one I don't get it, but okay. That's it. There's Italy here. Italy is here. Or there. Or there. Yeah. The chariot of the gods. That's it. A bride walking through the forest with some white butterflies around her, but there's some spikes in the way. Okay, so this house is going under the water, and this guy is waving a white flag. Looks like they were somehow battling each other, like ships battling, and this one is getting sunk because he got critical hit, and the water started to come in, and now he's sinking, and he's like waving the white flag, like, "Hey, I surrender." Oh, there's the Pinocchio from the box. Yeah, there it is. We've seen it. Pinocchio, which is a mechanical doll building more mechanical dolls. And this is either Geppetto's studio or now Pinocchio is also a craftsman with his own studio. This elephant is running through the desert, and the oasis is on his back. And the crazy pink birds are like following him in order to get access to the water. And underwater fish, the ones that live very, 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 very deep, where there's no light, and they catch their prey with their light here, the light pointy thing. So this seems to be very deep underwater. There's still some books around there. It's deep in the library, and we can find the books there. There's a Cupido kind of character. We can see the crossbow, the arrow, and is going to throw his arrow somewhere. Is it these flowers or someone here on this side? Love is in the air. Okay, there's a. What the hell is this? A fish? A strange looking fish, but not underwater, I think. So it's fish mixed with some bird. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, a very again this expansion has a lot of upside down houses to the point that I need to check. So this is a proper orientation of the image. Upside down houses built on top of each other, and fishing rods coming out of the windows, displaying different things. Very, very strange. Okay, that's it. Birds. People dress as ladybugs. I know they're not dressed. They are half human, half ladybug somehow. They also have the things there on the head. Their antennas, but maybe that's part of the costume as well. So this is a frog gentleman. He has this big hat and he is throwing this paper plane. But there are more paper planes there, but the other ones are like hanging from the ceiling. So maybe he collects them, he creates them, and then he hangs and he likes to look at them. There's a tree. The branch of these trees are white and the tree is black. The leaves are black, but here the branches are black and the leaves are white. So it's quite the opposite tree, but they are connected. This cowboy figure is walking the desert, the desert is made of instruments. Is he an instrument player as well? Or he is holding something on his hand, but I don't know what that is. There's not a gun. It doesn't seem like to be an instrument. Oh, maybe that's the cowboy. The cowboy pipe, like the lips pipe, like when they do like cowboy thing. Oh. He's like, oh, I only know how to play this thing, not any of the instruments around me. This is Princess Mononoke riding the white wolf. That's it. I've never watched Princess Mononoke. I think there's a white wolf there. There's something white that she rides. So the samurai is looking at this Japanese lady. She's happy, he is not that happy. But then this creepy figure behind is like looking at both at the same time. He's like probably playing with dolls. He's a kid playing with both these dolls. So there's a conquistador kind of character looking at this guy on a flying plane, more flying planes below. This seems to be not working for the guy and he's joking. He's like, ha 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 ha. Okay, a soldier marching through the streets of this city, but there's something happening because the streets are fracturing. There's some fissures here. We see something black coming, some black goo. Very sci-fi. Okay, so this ball kind of character has some keys, and there's an arena and a tower, and on top of that tower there's Adriana Calcagnoto waiting there to be saved, like Rapunzel. Oh, there's ant circus, and they are like jumping from ropes to other ropes. There's a rocket, seems like a toy rocket, but working and igniting, and these two animals are strapped against it. They are going to the stars. Everyone seems to be happy. There's some hearts around, so this angel figure is sitting on that rock above the clouds. He's thinking as well, and we can see the top of other buildings emerging from the clouds as well, where the birds live. So this is heaven. This is beyond sky, there's heaven, where the angels lie. So this seems to be a fire spirit walking in the forest. hopefully not burning the forest, and all the other animals seem to be fearing her, and they are hidden, avoiding the light that she is creating. Wow, I don't know what this is. Could be that game that you play, walking and just jumping with just one foot, coming up, down, etc. But this one never stops, so would go forever. There's a tornado inside the house. This cat is trying to run away. So the tornado. Oh no, the tornado is not inside the house. The tornado was outside, but it broke the ceiling, I guess, and is now inside the house. A yellow tornado. Okay, so there's lots of shoes being stored here, different ones, any kind, different kinds, and there are some human feet. Something representing, or shoes representing human feet, and the butterfly felt that she had to rest on the human feet. Hey, this is so strange. This is the inside of a clock, right? And there's the moon phase here, the sun, some lightning. There's a city behind, representing here. There's the moon. So this is a mechanism that is related with the moon phases. Okay, so this woman is very happy. She got her baby, but the baby is a tablet, and the baby is shown in the tablet. So nowadays we experience everything through screens and tablets. So even birth and being a mother, she adopted a virtual baby. Different paintings, painting their own part of the image, right? She's painting herself. They are all painting themselves. And more painters, three different animals, and they just painted nothing. Unless what they've painted is the wall and the frame, and so far that's it. So far they seem to be happy. So I don't know why it has blue paint there, or paintbrush in blue, because there's no only the dark blue. Anyway, okay, the sea life. I was going to say the seafood life, but they seem to be very happy. This is Sebastian from Ariel, Little Mermaid. Under the sea, under the sea, there's a phoenix rising. The cube displaying the different seasons: the winter, autumn, summer, or spring. We don't know. There's a fourth one missing. The curious thing is that the cube has 6 faces, and there are only 4 seasons. What would be displaying on the other 2? Okay, this couple is at home having a tea, but from the window we can see there's a big monster peeking. Would it be a friendly one? An enemy? Will it destroy the city? Or whatever place they are? They seem to be not annoyed by the presence of the monster. So. Okay, this piper is blowing bees out of this long pipe. A secret agent being illuminated from all sides. Okay, so on top of this skyscraper there's a fire torch, the Olympic torch, and this cloud is blowing it away. And the train is coming, and this girl is running away. They're also carrying the Olympic torch. And there's some fire. Instead of smoke, you have money. Money coming out of the fire. That's why these two are so happy, because they're not only getting some heat from the fire, but also they see all the money coming out. And hopefully they will pick it up after and be rich. Yep. There we go. Dixit Harmonies, one of the last expansions that I'm bringing to the channel. So if you really like this kind of content, then I truly invite you to check the channel. I have the full playlist dedicated to Dixit, as well as other major card games and board games in general. So we are almost at the 3000. So don't forget to hit that like button, consider subscribing. It's a huge milestone for me to get to the 3000 for better and more quality content. Thank you very much, and I hope to continue seeing on other videos. Goodbye.